Hello and welcome back to the channel. Firstly, once again, sorry it's been a wee while since the last video. I've been getting my house ready to go in the market, so a lot of my time and money has been spent on boring things like carpet and plastering and stuff like that. There has been a couple of updates car-wise though, so the MX-5 that I have, the Mark 1 MX-5, that was off the road for like a year or so almost. That is now MOT'd and back on the road. It didn't take much at all, just a new spring, which funnily enough, actually broke on the way to the MOT station because I hit a pothole. That's now fixed and back on the road, so that's exciting. Hopefully do a few videos on that. Secondly, the Peugeot. The last thing you heard about it was that I was undersealing it and getting it cleaned up, ready to take to an MOT. As I was doing the undersealing, I noticed that the brake line, the hard line on one side was completely rotted away. I had to redo that hard line from the front to back, and that involved dropping the fuel tank and remaking the lines and stuff, but that is now done. And there's just a couple of little bits and bobs that I want to do before it's sent off to the MOT. The main issue at the moment with the Peugeot is that it doesn't actually stop when you take the key out, so it needs a new stop solenoid, which is on the way, and just a couple of lights need redone as well. I think I slammed the boot too hard once and it just smashed the indicator bulb. So that's, yeah, not a big deal at all. So I'm going to do those things and then send it off to the MOT, and then we can take it from there and see what needs done. Anyway, enough rambling about the cars that are not in this video. I want to talk about this car for a bit. This is my new daily driver. It's a 1999 Suzuki Jimny. Sula already wants to buy this thing off me. She absolutely loves it. It's called Buttercup. It needs no introduction. Let's be honest, it needs no introduction. This replaced my S211 Mercedes E-Class Estate as my daily driver because I absolutely loved that Mercedes, but it was so stressful driving it on Scottish roads, like especially in Edinburgh. The potholes are pretty bad at the moment. This is my solution, is to get something with a 2-inch lift kit and fat tires. And I tell you what, it's worse in every way apart from I don't feel the stress of like going over a pothole anymore, which I think is a fair kind of exchange. So this is actually a really early Jimny. This is a 1999 Jimny Mark III. It's not fast, it's not comfortable, it's noisy, but there's something about it that I absolutely love. I think it's such a cool little car. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be taking my girlfriend and myself up north in Scotland, and we're going to be camping in the back of this Jimny and doing a bit of a road trip in it. Just camping for one night, just to test how it is. We've got a couple of nights in a hotel, but if it works, brilliant. That means we can kind of take it further afield and go camping a bit more frequently. I'm quietly confident. I've seen one video of a person kind of converting it into a mini camper. The Jimny owners group weren't as confident. There's a lot of people that said it's not possible. When I asked about people that camped in this, there's a lot of comments saying it can't be done. So I'm here to hopefully prove them wrong, but we'll see how that goes. So like I say, I saw someone else kind of make this into a camper. I'll link the video down below so you can kind of follow along with what they've done, because we're essentially copying that in this video. So I don't want to, take credit for this. It's really simple. The first thing I did was just take out the back seats. Simple enough, 4 bolts, a couple of seatbelt bolts as well. And that means now that with a little bit of persuasion, front seats fold completely flat like this. And when I say completely flat, I mean mostly flat. So we just do this on both sides, get this a nice kind of base area. The next part is just to simply get some upholstery foam and stick it in some of these bits. So what I've got here is just some foam that I've cut out a little slot, and then that just goes in here. There we go, just like that. And then we've got, you guessed it, another bit of foam that goes in here like this. Now this is not flat, but it's flatter than it was. And then what we've got to go on top of this is an air mattress, and then we've got a duvet to go on top of that. So for the windows, we've basically just cut out some insulation, and we've got some rubber suckers that we've kind of pierced through, and that'll basically stick onto the windows and keep the heat in. And that's it. It's really basic setup, but it's just to get us a kind of baseline of what we can do with this and see if it is kind of a viable option for camping. I believe Sula's taking this side because the wheel is in the way. I'm very excited to try it out. I've also got a roof rack with an awning, so that'll come out if it starts raining, so we've got a bit more space as well. I don't think it's terrible, but we're gonna get the car packed up. I'm gonna check all the fluids, check everything over, and then we're gonna hit the road. Can't wait. Alright, here's the plan for the road trip. The first stop is Aviemore, where we're going to be camping. And then after that, we're going to be heading to Gairloch for a couple of days in a hotel. And during that time, we're going to be doing a little day trip to Skye, maybe do some hill walking. And then after that, we're heading home. But for now, let's head to Aviemore.
Hey, George.
It's a road trip. Yeah, I can see him.
After a tasty meal at the Pine Martin Bar, it was time to set up camp.
scale.
Nice. Alright, that is the first night of the Jimny done. Here it is, what an absolutely gorgeous spot. Review of the sleep in the Jimny. Actually better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be way worse, way colder, way more uncomfortable, but turns out it was alright. The only thing was we had 2 massive backpacks with us and we had to put them at the back of the car where our feet were, and we had no room to put our feet anywhere, so if we were going to do this again, I think we'd maybe put the bags on the roof rack and then wrap them up so they're watertight if it was raining. But no, I'm really happy with that. I'm really excited because it confirms that we can take this anywhere. But yeah, no, we're going to have some coffee now and enjoy the morning and then go for a wee walk.
Oh, we got it from multiple angles. Thank goodness.
Mine's shooting 4K actually, so it's better.
Bacon, my love.
What? I only just my bacon, my coffee.
Different during the day.
Yeah, right.
During the night, it's like.
Oh, curse. We did a little bit more exploring in Aviemore, and then we got some food just before we set off for our next destination. We've had an argument. She wanted to drive the Jimny. I wanted to drive the Jimny.
He called me a dumb.
A jumped up asshole. We were off. We had a great time in Aviemore. Now we're off to Gairloch.
Yeah, I need to get changed.
Me too.
At some point in the near future.
I'm in the same socks and pants that I slept in last night. Still, it's like 3 o'clock, no 2 o'clock. Copyright strike. A couple hours drive to Gairloch. Probably see if there's any nice spots we can stop at. Get some scenic shots. But see you soon.
Please don't take me to Inverness.
Alright, that was 2 hours of driving through sleet, snow, rain, sun. We finally made it to Gairloch. There was a check engine light that came on for like half an hour, slightly concerning. It just went away, so we fixed that. Been using the phrase bush mechanics a lot. So I like the idea of like fixing things on the road, and I'm going to count that as a bush mechanic moment. Slightly concerning, but we're like 7 hours away from home. It's fine. We're just about to head down, find the hotel. Nice.
It's BTS.
Oh, behind the scenes. Oh, nice. Yeah, we're gonna head to the hotel, get drunk, have some food, sleep for a million years.
I on the road.
Oh, that sounds good.
Giving you some movement. Who's Pete Banks? Whoa. Oh.
It's like an outdoor terrain.
That's so cool. Classic.
Alright, it's the next day. We had a lovely sleep in the Gairloch Hotel. We're here again tonight. We're feeling refreshed, feeling ready to take on the day.
Yep.
We went to the Inverview Gardens. Now we're going to be heading to Skye and probably do a big walk. We'll see. It's about 2.5 hours away. It's bad because it's not like that far distance wise, but you have to go like,
You have to go around.
around everything. So we're going to do that now, and there'll probably be some more footage of nice things that Sula's going to take. See you in a bit.
Bye.
Bye. Do the.
Yeah, I got good.
After more absolutely breathtaking views, we ended up in Skye, and of course we stopped off for a wee chippy with, yep, we got ourselves a YouTube thumbnail. And now we're going to be heading off to Old Manor Store.
Here?
Yeah, do it. You go for it. Oh, cute.
Nice. I just got a really good clip of you.
And that about sums up our trip to Skye. Sadly, because it was a 5-hour round trip, we didn't get to see much else before it got dark. And yeah, we want to stay there and do it properly next time. Just stay in Skye and do just Skye, because it's way bigger than we thought it was, actually, to be honest. And that's really it in terms of our road trip. We went to the hotel, got an early night because it was a big drive home the next day. And then yeah, we just headed home in the morning, pretty scot-free. Nothing dramatic happened. It was all mainly motorway once we hit Inverness. The long drive gave us a chance to reflect on the fact that, you know, we have access to one of the most beautiful places in the world, and it's only a few hours drive away. I know this is cheesy and I don't really do these like voiceover things, but if there's anything I want you to take away from this video, it's that, you know, you should go out there and just have an adventure. Don't be scared to make do with what you've got. We took a clapped out Jimny with barely any space for us, and we made it work, and we had an absolute blast using it for camping, on our road trip, everything. It was just a great adventure and a proper laugh. I highly recommend, wherever you are in the world, probably in Scotland if you're watching this channel, it's not exactly a global channel, just get out there. You know, you're only a few hours drive from an amazing part of the world, and go experience it. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a little bit different. Sula did a lot of the editing, so if it looks a lot better than usual, that'll be why. It's not really something I've ever filmed before, so hopefully I'll get better as we do more road trip things. For what it's worth, I really enjoyed filming it, and I hope you enjoyed watching it too. There will be more fixing cars and swearing and shouting at cars soon, but for now, take care.